Please subscribe, comment, and rate.
Hello, everyone. I'm kind of hoping that this video won't be very long. I'm going to try to keep it under 5 minutes and maybe shorter. But I do have a question for a person who I thought was a friend of mine here on YouTube, and that's Brett Keane. I was thinking about just doing what most of us do when he does this kind of thing, and that's just ignore him until he thinks about what he did and
do what most of us do and just ignore him.
And then just fix what he's already done. Now, here's the thing. I went on my Skype today, and on my Skype, it says that Brett Keane has not shared his details with me. That means he's either removed me from his contact list or he's blocked me from Skype. Now, I understand that Brett Keane was on somebody's Google Hangout, and he was kicking some people out of the Hangout. I believe it was Sabella. I didn't really see the Hangout. I need to try to go watch it a little bit later today if I can. But yeah, Brett, I think, was ultimately kicked out of the Hangout himself, I think, if I understand the story correctly. But I wasn't even there. I had no input on anything that happened on the show. And he blocked me on Skype. And he didn't just block me on Skype. He blocked a few people on Skype. And my question for you, Brett, is why did you block me on Skype? It was not that long ago that me and you had a problem on my channel.
Now, I'm curious, when you say that we had problems on your channel, are you talking about Star Splitter, the atheist who was sitting there talking all kinds of trash, put all kinds of things on his Google Plus to try to embarrass you, as well as other God believer individuals? You made me a mod, asked me to broadcast people that came in the room. I broadcasted somebody. You threw a big old pissy fit over it, and then finally we talked about it. You came to the conclusion, understood what I was getting at, but here you are bringing it up again. For what purpose? Or is the other issue this that's bothering you? The fact that I left a comment on your page recently and said, not another Matt Dillahunty video, because you continue to go after the same user over and over, and I'd like to see some diverse content with variety. So I think that you got offended by that. And about that hangout that you were talking about, yeah, I don't get along with Sabella. I don't get along with her husband Bruce either, because these are two potheads claiming to be Christians who not only annoy the living piss out of atheists, but also annoy the living piss out of God believers and talk about people behind their back repeatedly and leave disgusting comments. Why would anyone want to be friends with an individual like this? Why would anyone want to talk to someone who's constantly stirring drama, as Sabella does, and her husband? Have you seen the kind of content that her husband and her put up on YouTube? Have you actually tried watching Bruce's videos before to see what type of individual he is? He's not intelligent, he's extremely nasty and disgusting, and he can't have a debate without sitting there going completely off from the individuals that he's talking to. So no, I have no interest in that. And when it comes to individuals I've removed off Skype, yes, I've removed Veckel and I removed Faithful. That's not really a lot of people. Why did I remove Veckel? Because I don't trust him. I think that he's all mouth, he's garbage. But did I block him? No. In fact, if you go over to Nadia Chambers' latest hangout done today, you will see that we were in fact in the same room with each other. Also, last night, Vecla was in the room with me, as well as some of the other individuals, and I was in there too. And there was no kind of drama, no issue whatsoever. Why don't I trust Veckel? Because Veckel is all mouth, and I've seen him too many times talking about other Christians on the internet and saying how he doesn't agree with their particular views and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to be around somebody who spreads gossip and rumors constantly. When it comes to Faithful, Faithful is extremely long-winded and full of himself. I don't like the guy because he never shuts the hell up. He's like some of the other users that have come into my own hangout and just talk, 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 and never give nobody an opportunity to speak. He's annoying, he's boring, and he's actually stupid. And he can't get his damn microphone to work, so I constantly have to hear this muffled crap coming out of him and constant breaking up. It irritates my ears. I don't give a damn about that individual. So that's why Faithful's pissed off at me, and that's why he's kicked me out, because I don't want him on my Skype anymore. I don't want to listen to 2-hour tirades and rants about how he feels about the atheist community. I have my issues too, but I don't expect anybody to sit there and listen to me for 2 hours babbling on incoherently about it. It just doesn't matter that much to me. Next.
I'm going to do this publicly. I'm not going to do this privately with you because you're doing this a little bit too much. All right? This is something, now here's the thing. I know you say that you're not a Christian. All right, you say you're a God believer. All right, but I don't know how to say this to you, but you're acting like a child by doing what you're doing, by blocking me from Skype and Beckel from Skype and other people from Skype, for what seems to be no apparent reason whatsoever. If you don't want me on Skype, then don't ask for my details on Skype. If you don't want me in your hangout, stop sending me the link to come to your hangouts. But you can't get butthurt over what happens on somebody else's channel and then punish me for something that I didn't even do. You do understand every time you do that, Brett, these atheists that make these videos and they're saying that, oh, this is what Brett's going to do, and then you turn around and do it, you make them right.
So let me get this straight. If I remove some individuals that I feel are untrustworthy, or I don't enjoy some people's content, and I don't feel like talking to them on Skype, then this must mean that the troll videos that atheists make about me logically must be true, according to you. Well, let's think about that for a moment. Is this a rational way to look at things? I see. Well, then, according to your logic, all the atheists who make videos out there who say that your arguments are pathetic and that you're a loser who can't make a good argument, who basically state that you are a mouthy individual who is just trying to glorify your own image and not God, that you are willing to sit there and sell out in order to get views and subscribers, then this would mean that all the atheists out there are true and they're right about what they're saying. Or is it possible that you've made this video in order to get some kind of attention when it clearly shows that on Skype I'm having a conversation with you, and then you go put up a video claiming that you're blocked? There's another problem too, Gman, that I don't think that you may have thought through on this. If I have you blocked, how are you getting Google invites from me to come to my Hangouts? And if I had you blocked and I was mad at you, why would have I even bothered to invite you to Google Hangouts in the first place? You even made it clear. You admit that you get Google Hangouts from me. It shows clearly in text that you and I are having a conversation, yet you claim that you're blocked. So the only thing that I can assess at this point is that you're aggravated, one, because I didn't invite you to the New Drunken Peasant show, that I told you that I didn't like the fact that you're obsessive with Matt Dillahunty's crap, and so you want to make a scene now. You want to make a public video to me talking like this, and you've already pretty much pointed that I do all these horrible things wrong without even giving me an opportunity to talk to you. So I have to ask the question, are atheists right? Are you doing this for views and images? Are you trying to throw other God believers under the bus like Veckel has done, Shani for Christ, and Sabella, just simply for popularity on the internet? Is that really what we want to see? Is that something that Jesus would appreciate? I'm just curious. You know, I think that it's about time that I start realizing what the Christian community on YouTube is. It's like the atheist community. No one is actually doing anything for Jesus on this thing. No one's doing anything for God. No one is sowing seeds. There are literally no hangouts out there where people are actually sitting down having Bible studies. There are no hangouts that you've ever invited me in where it's just simply God believers talking about how wonderful God is. Anytime you have actually ever given me a link is when you want me to come into a drama-ridden room filled with atheists where I can sit there and cover your ass and protect you from your own terrible arguments. This is the only time, and the only other times that you ever contact me on Skype is whenever you want to try to get me to go to do one of these drunken peasants thing with you because of how they've embarrassed you repeatedly in the past. Is that really fair? Is that what friends are for? Whenever you need me for something, then you'll contact me. You have never once in your entire time on Skype said, Brett, how are you feeling today? How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well, my friend. No, it's, hey, will you go on to Drunken Peasants with me? Will you do this? Will you come in? I'm having trouble with atheist. Or, hey, why don't you go after forbidden fruit or this atheist or this atheist? G-Man, the point is that you've never really been my friend, and you sure as hell are not a brother in Christ. You'll do whatever it takes in order to get views and your image out there. And that's what it is. And a lot of, unfortunately, Christians are like that on YouTube. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go and be a freelance God believer. That's right. I'm going to be a tabernacle where I reach out to people and I try to help people understand that it's reasonable and rational to believe in God. And I'm going to quit putting my faith into any kind of person out there, no matter what label they are, because that's my big mistake. My mistake is stating, this person calls himself a God believer, so they must be moral and ethical and would never lie or try to hurt someone else for some kind of popularity or wealth. Well, that's pretty much what I got to say. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. You've been listening to Brett Keane from GodTVRadio. Hopefully it doesn't offend anybody, but if it does, you can kiss my ass. Peace.
My name is Dawn Keane. Please check out our new channel, GodTVRadio International Network. Also, check out our gaming channel, Games You Love. You can follow us on Google+, Twitter, and Facebook. Links are in the description. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and rate. Have a good day.